on it. That's for love, right? Well, so, speaking of pink, I have a pink story. My grandmother's brother, Uncle Roy Lee. Now, Daniel and Maureen and Carol and Greg too are going to have to pardon us, and maybe even Michael, because we've told some of these stories before and they've heard them, but I don't want y'all to miss out. So, Carol likes them, so we're going to go on. But anyway, my Uncle Roy Lee, my grandmother's brother, decided from a very early age that he was not going to go down in the coal mines like the other fellas in Jewel Ridge. The reason being that when he was really little, just playing jacks with like other kids, he was telling them what to do. And he felt that in a coal mine there was not going to be very much opportunity to exercise that habit of telling others what to do. So he was one of the first fellas in our family to go to college, and he became a high school principal and told boys at reformatory schools what to do for the rest of his life. So it's very convenient, his personality trait, and it worked out well for him. But he did go down in the coal mines one summer. The reason being, it was getting on to be senior year. And Uncle Roy Lee is very handsome. When you look at him, his old pictures, he's like the George Clooney of Jewel Ridge. You know, he's really got it happening. And but he wasn't getting all the dates that he felt his good looks deserved. You know, he's aware of his handsomeness as well. And, so, I mean, he told us this story before I told it to you. So, he decided what was holding him back was the fact that he didn't have wheels. He needed his automobile, you know, and because there were only two fellas on Jewel Ridge that actually had cars, and it was a rare thing. But he determined that he was going to go down in the coal mines for that summer before senior year, and he did, and he made $3,000, and he took $2,900 of it. You know, he's living at home, no expenses, you know, and he went down to the Chevy dealer in Richlands and bought a pink Chevy, you know, because the goal was, of course, getting the dates. And I didn't know this for a while. I mean, I told this story without the pink Chevy. I just knew it was a Chevy for a while, and because it was all black and white pictures, right? And Mama was like, "You do know that car was painted." I thought, "Mama, I love you." That's just better. That's even better. So, and he met my Aunt Phyllis senior year. They got married after graduation, and he was so popular taking everyone around in that pink car that he was voted the Mayday King. So he had a nice gold paper crown for a George Clooney head. So he tells us this story like every time we see him, and he knows what we do, so we felt there was a bit of a hint that he was requesting his own song. So we made this song for him, and it's called the Tazwell Beauty Queen, because Tazwell County, Virginia is where Jewel Ridge and Richlands and all these places are. Well, we sang it in Jonesboro, Tennessee. It was right at the beginning, just a few weeks after we met Daniel, and there was a woman in the audience, and she was right up front, kind of like Carol, I mean, right there. and her husband was next to her, and she just, all through this song, the Tazwell Beauty Queen kept going, and I thought, what is wrong? You know, is she hungry? Does she see someone she knows? Does she need to go to the restroom? And I could not figure out what that was all about. And then she raced up to us afterwards and she said, "Oh, honey, you don't know how happy you made me. I was Miss Tazwell County 1951. That's my song." And her hair was up to there, and she just was immaculate. And I thought, this is perfect. So because of this, I take warning. And I've decided that I must always dedicate this song to the beauty queens among us. Because you know it's true. Someone lurks within. So this is the Tazwell Beauty Queen. If you don't mind the low seam, and if you don't mind the dark, if you don't mind the black face, that is every minder's mark. place as black as hell. You can make a fortune and you can buy a dream. Go cruising in a Chevy with a Tazwell Beauty Queen. You will make a gamble if you bet your skin. You can get your wish in tires and chrome and fins. You can make a fortune and you can buy a dream. Go cruising in a Chevy with a Tazwell Beauty Queen. Your skin. You can get your wish in tires and chrome and fins. You can make a fortune and you can buy a dream. Go cruising in a Chevy with a Tazwell Beauty Queen. Oh, you might be dusty now, but you'll be coming up so clean. Just a driving in that Chevy.